Mhm.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Imperfect Action Show. This is episode 67. On the Imperfect Action Show, what we do is we bring, six, seven, eight figure earners, people that have an impact on to share marketing and business strategy, lessons, principles, tactics. And I would be remiss if I didn't have Miss Jennifer J on because she is architecting systems, talking about automations and why you cannot have a thriving and successful business in 2022 moving forward without systems and automations and just the importance of it. I actually had a conversation, Jen, and I want to make sure that we properly introduce you with a client earlier, and she was like, she's still just doing referrals and word of mouth, and I almost gasped for a second. I was like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, wow, you probably are not even aware of how uh, much your business would jump by just starting to implement a layer of
Mhm.
systems and automation. So,
Mhm.
without further ado, let me introduce you guys, the wonderful Miss Jennifer J. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Brendan. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
100%. And I'm definitely feeling the purple vibes heavy right now.
You
Jen,
got to stay on brand.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jennifer and I realized that at least I realized we both got the same chair. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of gaming chairs, but I don't really see the brands being similar. So, shout out to GTR.
Yeah, for
All right.
sure.
So, can you please tell the people a little bit about yourself? And while you're doing that, I'm going to send a quick little link to our community, let them know that we're live in the meantime. But yeah, let people know who Jennifer J is and what is everything that you do.
Yes, definitely. So, my name is Jennifer J. I am the Premier VA. I'm a marketing systems provider. We provide marketing systems for business coaches so that they can dominate the industry and just show up and coach and not worry about systems and automations. And just like you said, referrals. I got something for that though.
Yeah, 100%. So, what was it about systems and automation for you that you noticed? Okay, this is definitely an area that I can be in, and it's definitely like a need in the marketplace. And obviously, as you start to uncover, like you and I were talking a little bit off camera, every industry needs this.
Mhm.
So there's a huge need for systems and automation, literally in every area, every market. This is and there's also businesses that they're doing pretty good money, but they still don't have proper systems. They could probably be doing 25%, 50% more. So, what drew you to systems and automation?
So I never really knew that it was a need. I was just doing me, and I started out working as a virtual assistant, but I was always like, "Oh my God, this needs to be improved. This needs to be better. We need to do this a different way." And that was when I started on my own. Even when I was working for other people, I always had the ability to look at the overall picture and make improvements systemically to whatever it was, where whatever position I was in. I don't care what I was doing. I always was like, oh, this could be better and we could do it this way. And then the next, of course, thing was, well, can you do it? Sure. I've always been intrigued by computers. I have a whole IT degree. I've hacked into uh the country of Moldova doing cybersecurity. So computers has always been my thing, but I just geek out on the systems and figuring out the strategy and coming up with different processes and implementing them. So I guess it's just been doing me. And then a client was like, "Do you know how many businesses need this? You need to stop calling yourself a virtual assistant and you need to focus on systems." And so that's what I did.
Yeah, and that's where we get the Premier VA from.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
So let's talk
And
about the other side of it, right?
mhm,
If a business is only relying on word of mouth and referrals, how much opportunity are they missing out on and leaving on the table?
right. They're missing out on 70% of business that they haven't even tapped into.
Wow.
And it's funny you said that because I even have a whole system for that. It's called the system circle of sabotage. And
I
the
like
system
that.
circle of sabotage is, I got a graphic and everything. What it is that you started your business, right? And once you start your business, you're getting clients, and those clients are now referring and they're referring, and you stop advertising, but you continue that circle because you have these referrals, right? But what happens when you level up? What happens when now you're trying to tap into different markets, or you figure out, okay, this wasn't really my avatar. I need a new avatar. You're leaving money on the table because you don't have any players to go out there and bring you back, like my coach Kendall says, new money. You don't have
Yeah,
any new, and so when those referrals run out, then what happens? And I
I
know
like I
people are
like to
thinking,
refer I like to refer to them as stormtroopers because I love Star Wars.
yes, okay, 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 stormtrooper. But yeah, so your system is just a stormtrooper, and you have to continue to market. And people just, they don't get it. They don't get it, even though that you see it every day. They don't understand.
Yeah, and if you had to break it down even more simply to that, right? Because I don't want people to think systems are all complex. Obviously, we are talking about, you know, in a sense, complex systems on the back end, right? But
Mhm.
how, like, talk about how simple a system can be for like a starter entrepreneur trying to, like set up his business properly.
Yeah, if you have just, let's just talk about social media. Even if you have something simple to say, listen, send me your, give me your email, so I have your email, and now you have a way to continue to market to them. It doesn't have to be complex. It doesn't have to be so super complex like you think. All you need is their email and their phone number and a way to capture it. That's it. If you just do that and continue to send traffic, you, number one, always have gold in your pot because emails and text messages are gold. If you think about this, think about when you go into a store. I always tell the story about when I went into Calvin Klein and they were already having a store-wide 60% off sale. The guy at the door said, welcome, we'll give you an extra 10% off for your email address. I'm like, so 70% off of Calvin Klein? What? Why? Why is Calvin Klein willing to spend 10% and allow you to get 70% out the door on the products? Because that email address is so important, because now I can continue to tell you when we have new products. I can continue to sell to you. It's not just that one purchase you made in the store. I'm creating a repeat customer now.
Yeah, 100%.
Simple. It's just
And to just double back on that, like you said, they want to give it an extra 10, so you're getting 70. But they're thinking about the future times that you're gonna come back and hang out with them back in Calvin Klein, paying full price for that brand new summer drop or that fall drop, right? And you're able to maintain that relationship. So I really love how you said that emails and text messages are gold. So it kind of leads me to just think about like lead magnets and things like that. So
mhm.
what would you say are like simple lead magnet ideas that some people maybe watching live and maybe watching the playback could utilize that so they can implement in their business?
A simple lead magnet where you don't have to do anything. And I know people say, don't, coaches will say, don't discount your prices. A coupon, waive the setup fee, something simple that would attract your audience. Now, you do have to know your audience. So if I said, listen, I'll waive your setup fee for certain programs if you sign up today. Click here to get your coupon. Click here to claim your offer. That's a lead magnet. When we think of lead magnets, I know we think of ebooks. I know we think of value. Yes, it does have to be value, but what's valuable to your audience? Like for me, is it valuable for me to send my audience a checklist? Because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to do it. Or is it more valuable for me to say, listen, I'll set your systems up, train your staff, I'll give you a discount on the setup fee. We can get started today. Put this deposit down. That's more valuable than me sending you a checklist that you now have to sit down and read, figure out what the heck it's talking about, and how to implement it. Because then it's always going to be another step, right? Because the lead magnet usually leads to something else.
Mm.
So just simple. Don't overthink these things. It can be simple. Anybody who has hair care products or just products, period, you have little samples you can offer. Buy one, get one free. Anything. Buy this, get a wristband. So those are still lead magnets.
So I know there's a bunch of people in the community that are on right now, and I'm not sure if everyone has systems or have any type of automation set up. But definitely drop your questions in the chat. Um, I've had a lot of people on the show. We've had a lot of conversations. I mean, this is episode 67. I definitely want you guys to understand this topic and Jennifer being on this episode. This is a multi-million dollar like opportunity that for you guys to ask her questions in real time. So I definitely just want to make sure that I state that because we're moving into 20. I mean, it's basically 2023. It's half the year is over. So if you're going into next year, you're not taking advantage of like these softwares, the technologies, digital marketing strategy, having presence online, and then having your back end set up to capture, nurture, and close. It's going to be really, really hard for you to grow your business to that level that you imagine without using it. So I just kind of want to make sure that you guys take the opportunity, drop some questions in the chat for Jennifer while she's on. So I'm kind of with you, Jen. And when I say that, I mean when you kind of based on your story, what you shared earlier, learning more. Okay, like this is definitely something valuable. I can see how I can improve it here. This is kind of missing, and then learning that all these other industries could also benefit from this. I kind of nerd out and geek on it myself because I think about the three types of different audiences, right? That's really the same client, right? The cold, warm, and the hot. It's the same
Yeah.
avatar, but
Mhm.
you're meeting people at different stages, right? So the cold version may take anywhere from now to 6 months to convert. But if you only have one touch point manually, that person's gonna forget about you. You might forget about them, and then they're gonna spend the same money they would have spent on you with someone else that does the exact same thing, but you just didn't give them enough touch points. Now the warm person's the ones like Jen. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you next time. You gonna make that. The next time you come out with a systems program, I'm in there. But they always on the live. They always in the comments, always liking, but they haven't converted yet. But that same person, they're pretty much on the fence. They're warm. They know who you are. They're just waiting for that piece of information, that knowledge, that new product, whatever actually gets them, and then it's gonna be what's gonna tip the scale. And then the hard client, he's ready. So if he can't find you, he's gonna spend his money with somebody else. He's gonna spend his money with the non-premier VA if they can't if they can't
Mhm.
find Jen. So I want you guys to really understand, and I would love to hear your feedback on it, Jennifer. The importance of nurturing the relationships, right? Nurturing cold, nurturing warm, nurturing hot, and then having the system flow to take care of that on the back end, so that will lead them to your products and services.
Right. Definitely. So this is my jam right here. So you hit the nail on the head. One of the things that we talk about is the marketing rule of seven, right? It's going to take 7 times for somebody to see your information before they take action. But how are they seeing that? Do you have 7 ways for them to see? That's why every time someone asks me, well, how long should my series be? Seven, 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 seven. Write 7 emails, write 7 texts, write 7 DMs, write 7 Facebook Messenger messages. It should be 7. But what they're not understanding is that you need to meet them at every
Every level.
touch point in every
Mm.
part of their customer journey, right? So some people are in the okay, I'm just trying to figure this out stage, the consideration stage. And then some people are in the okay, I need to make a decision phase. And some people are like over it. This needs to be taken care of right now. But if you don't have your system set up so that you can hit and touch them at those different points to continue to nurture, this is where it gets complex at. It can't be simple because if you want to make sure that you're continuing to keep your brand in their face, it kind of has to be complex. It's complex to you, but not to me. So
Hmm.
you're nurturing somebody through a whole system. If they don't take action, you send them through another system. If they don't take action, you send them through another system. So they're constantly in your what I call headquarters. I didn't make that up. I stole it. Um, in your headquarters so that they're always seeing your stuff. And then if you turn on ads, oh, it's a wrap.
what are different ways that they could run into you? Like, so you were saying obviously emails and text, but what are other ways that we can get in front of our audience?
Yeah, so definitely social media, if you DM me and you say anything about system, my automation is like, hello, you need systems, we got systems. So setting up stuff like that, everybody is on social media now. So DMs, you have podcasts like we're doing. I'm doing optimization, which is in my growth formula. This is optimizing my audience, your audience, a new audience to bring them into my ecosystem, right? So then you have speaking engagements. You can show when you show up, you should be able to say, hey, text me, and I did this. You're getting clients and leads from the stage. Text me systems to this number. And when you do that, now your system is taking care of that and you're continuing to do what you need to do, which is to deliver a bomb speech, right? So those are just some things you can do. You can also do Facebook Messenger messages. You can capture people there. You can have web chat widgets on your website and in your funnels so that if people come there, they always have questions. Anybody that asks questions is a lead. So you want to capture their information. So that's just some things that you
Yo,
can do.
guys, I hope you're understanding how powerful this is. She just said you literally on the stage speaking, say a keyword or text, whatever to the number, and then you have a whole workflow that's gonna start to nurture, build our relationship, and start to position that lead to where they need to go, because it might be a downloadable asset, it could be a product, it could be a virtual group, it could be booking a call. Like, just imagine you just out living your life, doing what you do. You might be with the friends. Hey, friends, text, having fun to this number, and you can already set them up on something. Like, it's powerful. Um, we got a question from someone from the community. This one is from Whitney. She says, "Hey Jennifer, I have a cleaning business and I just starting with setting up systems. What three must-haves or ways to start your systems journey?" So I guess she's asking, what are like the top three, or the ones you definitely don't want to miss on?
Well, it's different for each industry, right? So you're saying you have a cleaning business. If I'm looking for a cleaner, I want it immediate. Everything has to be immediate gratification. So I want to be able to go to your site, book a call, or book you to come out immediately. So for cleaning businesses, which is something I'm setting up now, you got to have that booking site. You have to have that immediate gratification. And to be able to, once they book, continue to keep sending to them information. So let's just say they book next week and then a cleaner comes in today and they're like, hey, oh no, I'm gonna go with these people because they caught my eye. They're professional. I know that they're going to be dependable. So just setting up the main thing, having a way for them to contact you immediately and not through text messages. Um, Being able to go somewhere, contact you, get a response. So even if that's an auto responder, they're satisfied because they got a response. If they have a question, having frequently asked questions available And this definitely goes to knowing your audience. So also have an explainer video, what to expect. So just so people know and they feel comfortable to be able to work with you.
Yeah, I
I
would.
hope that answers your question.
Yeah. Whitney, definitely let us know if there was anything else on there that she may have missed, but it sounds like she may have got everything. So I'm curious, what happens when the service is purchased, the the product is purchased? What could we expect on the back end of a purchase utilizing systems?
So definitely when once the service is purchased, depending on what it is, you should number one receive a confirmation. And people say email marketing is dead, but how many times have I seen I purchased and I never got an email? Oh, because you're looking for an email. So you're already people are already trained to get emails. Please don't let anyone tell you email marketing is dead. It is not. I know people who make millions from their email list, okay? But you immediately email, get an email confirmation. I like if people are purchasing like digital products, like, okay, my systems playbook, for instance. Soon as you purchase, I show you the playbook. Here it is. You got immediate access. I also send it in an email. You can download it here. So we always want to think instant gratification because the attention span now is worse. It used to be 6 seconds. I'm sure it's -3 or something now. So you want to think of instant gratification. Also, you want to continue to nurture, right? So you want to send them information and valuable tips to help them with whatever they purchase, whether it's a product, whether it's a service. If it's a service, and they the next step is a call, making sure that you have the reminder set up and giving them the opportunity to cancel if they need to cancel or reschedule or ask questions or whatever that is. Also, if it's, let's just say it's a product, send them information on different use cases on that product, how to use that product, instructional videos on how to use the product, what to expect when they get the product, just anything that'll keep them engaged but will also move them into your next product because you want to think about that ladder, that the ladder into the next product. So whatever that service is, there should also be another service that they can go into. And that you definitely have to talk to a business coach. Don't come to me because I need you to have that together first.
So yeah. So come see me first. We get the marketing tightened up. We get your digital products right, and
Right.
then you come see Jennifer after. Um,
Right.
so I'm very curious about your opinion on this. Right. So over the past weeks, I've been speaking to artists, like recording artists, and some even actors too. Um, they've been doing a traditional route, right? Come out with the song, they just stream. That's it. So moving forward, brand new 2022, using systems, digital products with a recording artist. How can systems help elevate that artist's reach and then grow their community? Because I mean, hopefully there's some on now, or they catch this. So I'll just clip this out. But I don't know. I don't know why it's been near and dear to me over the past couple of weeks. Because I just see recording artists doing the same thing over and over that they've been through the years, and with the technology and software, I feel like it doesn't have to be the same anymore. So if you were talking to an artist like that, how could they utilize systems and automation to grow their community and their business?
So Brandon, I am laughing and smiling because my oldest daughter is an event host and she manages artists and she has been at my neck like, oh my god, my artists need this. So shout out to I am Brittany J because
Yeah.
he is all about that industry and she was saying like, no mom, they need this. So
They do.
and I'm going to tell you what she told me they need a way to be able to showcase what they have. So if we even talk about new artists, being able to have a landing page where people can sample your songs, where people know what you have, being able to portray your story as an artist. Why do you make the music you do? Who are you? What do you do? If people can't go to one static place for that, then how are they going to know? We don't own social media. Nobody should be solely using social media as their marketing plan and strategy. It should be okay. I want to capture their attention here and pull them off into another direction. And that direction would be a landing page. And hey, if you want to hear this track, give me your email or your phone number.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have that gold, right? And now you can follow up with a series like, look, this is what's going on. Okay, we're out here in the community, we're doing this. So it gives you, the listener and the fan, a more intricate view into their life. And now you're more apt to purchase than if you're just seeing them on social media with everybody else.
Yep.
That's it
I
in
would
a
agree with
nutshell.
that. And then like even with the artists now, we're not. I mean, NFTs is a whole nother thing, but obviously you can obviously utilize that. But NFT aside, I think it would be amazing, and I think Tory Lanez kind of showed y'all this, right? If you're an artist, what you could do, like Jennifer said, have somewhere to send them outside of social, right? Capture their data. Then what I feel like would be incredible. What if you had a way for them to see you perform live virtually? And you could do it for free, or you could charge them a gate. They pay, a GA experience or a VIP experience. Now they get to see you perform a brand new song before it comes out, or see you perform a song that they love before it comes out. Or what about meet and greets in the city? Like, hey, you may not necessarily have a tour date in whatever state, but you could host a meet and greet. And again, that could be something else that's free, paid, general admission, VIP situation. And then working with someone like Jennifer on the back end, the workflows, the reminders, the ascension. Hey, thanks for coming to the meet and greet. By the way, we got this brand new hoodie that we're pre-selling, but you can get it first because you came to the meet and greet. I'm not even letting nobody else know. I'm gonna let you know first, and then you can already start getting sales. It can get really spooky. How you can grow and monetize a very compressed community. Like you only need a tribe of maybe like a couple hundred people, 100, 200 people to
Mhm,
start. And
mhm.
as an artist, things can get really crazy utilizing systems, automation, digital marketing, and these strategies. So your daughter's on
Man.
one. Y'all might have to get together.
Yeah, definitely. She, oh my goodness, she has been doing. I didn't understand it when she first started, not
Yeah,
like event host, but she was doing like event hosting for battle raps. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so cool. I always wanted to rap. Blah, blah, blah. I start beatboxing or whatever. But now it's so amazing. She actually hosts a hip hop bingo here in Atlanta.
oh, that sounds cool.
Um, yep, at Pins and Feathers, which is so dope. So it's just an industry that, like you said, has old, it has the old practices and they
Yeah,
can't see outside that box
yeah,
unless somebody say it. What you just said is super dope, and I hope that people are picked up what you put down because that was a dope strategy.
yeah.
Now, yes, see something like that, you can tell me the strategy and I'll be like, ooh, boom. I know how we gonna pull that off. Come with the strategy, I'll match it up with the system on the back end, and it's golden. That's usually how it's done. Such is
We
the
we
market.
may have to we may have to get together on that because I'm telling you, I don't know why, right? It's literally been in my spirit for the past, I don't know, 3 weeks, right?
Mhm,
And I'm like, man, they're missing the mark.
mhm,
I have like one of my best friends. I've known him since I was 14. He's an actor. Now he's an artist now.
mhm,
Um his most recent song got 25 million. It's probably like 30 now.
mhm,
Plays on Spotify and Apple, right? He excuse me. He still hasn't told people that it's his actual song. Like he's never came out and said this is my song, which is like, bruh. Number two, he doesn't utilize, and he has a huge following.
mhm,
He's not utilizing the audience that he already built up, right? To then take
mhm,
off of social, like we talked about, get them in a group, right? A paid group or even a free group. It doesn't even matter. You should have both,
mhm.
right?
Right,
And then say,
right.
hey guys, the song that you guys love, I'm gonna throw a virtual concert with this number one song. Plus, I'm gonna give you guys some snippets and previews of these next records I got coming out. $97. And the best thing about this concert, you can get your own food. You can be on your couch. You can be in your car. You can be with whomever you want, wherever you're out in the world. And it's going to be us just rocking out for an hour, 2 hours.
Yep. You know what else they could do? Their own subscription service.
100%. Yep. So I gave him the same ideas. I said, bro, it should be called Close Friends. I did that's trademark, by the way, guys. Everybody, just want you know. It's
Did
called
he
it's called
listen?
it's called Close Friend. No,
I know. He's not going to.
I
He's
said,
not going
bro.
to listen to you.
I said, bro, look. I said, bro, look. Close friends. Forget about OnlyFans. Close
Mhm.
friends. They pay $97 a month. They get access to you in the gym, in the studio, motivational messages. Hey guys, I'm here for you. Oh, by the way, I'm going to New Zealand. If I got fans in New Zealand, pull up. I'm gonna be at this coffee shop. And all you gotta do is be yourself. You're not doing nothing
Yep.
extra.
Yep.
All
Yep.
artists should have continuity programs, right? And your digital products all set up. And then you need to work with well, you probably need to work with someone like me for the strategy, but you need to
Yep.
work with someone like Jennifer on the back end to get it all dialed in and tightened up. Just
Yep.
imagine all you're doing is directing the people, and artists are so dynamic, right? They're so polarizing. So if you're popular, you can easily attract people.
Mm-hmm.
You bring them off, off like you said from the stage. Just imagine the artist was like, "Hey guys, what's up? Appreciate you. Hey, by the way, before I dip, text the name of my song to 1 2 3 4 5 6 instantly. If you text, you're gonna win the opportunity to get a free T-shirt or something. You know how many people would from that show
Yep.
would go right into that box, and now with the workflow that Jennifer built up for you, it's gonna send them here, send them there, get them an upsell, get them signed up for the next thing.
No. Your
Man,
friend, you should be ashamed of yourself. This is $1 million idea. You better implement on it right now.
yo,
That's
listen,
okay because somebody else about to call Brendan and give
yo,
him some money to implement that for them.
multi multi-million. That's why I wanted to stress it. I mean, I know we only had one question from the community today, which is fine because sometimes guys don't want to ask live. You can definitely DM Jennifer, but whatever industry you're in, having systems and having automation, you are not dropping the ball.
Right.
You don't want to be in a rowboat with little holes in your boat. You're not gonna get too far. You're always gonna be scrambling to try to cover a hole, cover a hole. There's so many leads that you could be nurturing and turn into sales instead of going out and keep getting new contacts, which you should be doing. But most people
Right.
ignore the contacts that they already have, thinking they just
Right.
need to go out and get more. When the people that already spend with you will spend more with you if you just spent more time with them. You
Yep.
know?
Yep. Yep. And it's true, and I know that to be a fact because the people who spend with me are people who spend with me over and over again, and we think that we're supposed to just continue to go out and get new customers, which you are, because you should always be marketing. If you look at McDonald's, if you look at Walmart, I'm mad I said Walmart, but if you look at all of those places, they're continuing to advertise. Starbucks, Burger King, all of this stuff, Nike, Apple. Do you really think Apple needs to advertise? Yes, because they need new customers. It's people who don't know about Apple still.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's people who don't know what McDonald's have, or maybe they might have a weak moment and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get one of those. It look good." You never know.
And
So
they're
you have
spending
to be
multi millions, in some cases billions of dollars on
yes.
the marketing.
On the marketing. And if you listen to most of the millionaires and billionaires and you ask them about their marketing, they spend more on their marketing. Why do you think that is? So a lot of us don't even know what our customer acquisition cost is, which we should. You
Hmm.
should know how much does it cost you to get a customer, because you need to know how much you need to spend and if it's even benefiting you on those marketing efforts. Why do you think people have billboards around? Like, we as business owners have to wake up and understand, can you get to six, seven figures without a system? You can. You will be dead tired. You will be overworked. You may have lost your family. You're going to lose things in doing that. I know people who've done it, But once they implemented the systems, it was like, wait, what? You trying to tell me I don't have to sit here and manually enroll people into my program after they pay? You trying to tell me I don't have to sit here and email people and do this, and you're trying to catch all the nets when you think you need a team and all you need is a system. The system will catch all those nets while you're out fishing.
One
They'll
hundred
get it.
percent. Well, Jennifer, please let the people know how they can get in contact with you, how they can find you, currently what you're offering, and and all of that. Because I definitely want them to take advantage of the opportunity to connect and work with you.
Mhm. So definitely, so we set up marketing systems. We have the coaching success system, which is a all-in-one system for business coaches that will give you the lead generation flows, everything we talked about today. Plus, it'll have your workshop set up, your masterminds, your boot camp, master classes, all of that already set up for you. All you need to do is to turn it on, and we turn it on for you, and it just runs and collects your leads and does all the things for you. So you can contact us at the Premier VA on all channels. And then if you want to book a call with us, you can go to PVA Marketing Systems.com. I should have created a workflow, but I didn't. I was doing other things.
It's
But I
coming.
could have created a workflow
It's
that
coming.
said DM me book or whatever. A DM me Brendan Boyd. I could have made it your name. And
So so
call
just
it.
so the premierava.com.
At
All right, cool.
thepremierva.com. Oh,
Got you. Yep.
yep, yep, yep.
Cool. Well, this has been an amazing call for me. I mean, I hope people that have been on live have gotten a lot from it, especially if you're a coach consultant. I mean, it doesn't really matter what business you have. Like, you could definitely utilize these systems. If you're an artist, hopefully you was paying attention to that last 10 minutes because that was straight heat. And this is definitely one of my favorite subjects right now. I'm with Jennifer when I say, I mean, when she said that she geeks out on it, I do. I cannot wait. I'm in the process, but I can't wait to get my systems like tight like this. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
Like, I cannot wait. I'm gonna be talking so much. I'm gonna be flexing so much. Like, I think systems is really the flex.
It
It
is.
ain't the car. It ain't the chain. Systems is the real flex because it gives you so much time back.
It does. It does. And then you don't have to worry about it like, oh my God, did they get this? Did they get that? Now you're always gonna have to tweak it. You're always gonna have to
Yeah.
make adjustments, but it's better than you doing all the things all day. You never get anything done. How can you implement, how can you fulfill what you already have if you're doing all of this back end stuff that a system can manage for you?
100%. All right, guys. So make sure you follow at the Premier VA. Head over to thepremierva.com. Any questions that you have for Jennifer J, go DM her, please, please. Your business needs it. She literally said, whatever you're doing, you're losing out on 70% of the capacity and opportunity for you to not only drive traffic but get to that revenue.
Yep.
So don't
Yep.
leave no more money on the table, guys. Please, let's not do that.
Definitely.
Jennifer, thank you so much. I would love to have you on. Are you going to Vegas this week?
No, I'm not RPX.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you was gonna be in the building or whatever, but
No,
next
but I'll
week,
be in Miami for Black Equity Con.
that's true. That's gonna be a nice one. I definitely would love to connect with you again. If not this platform, my other platform, which is the Honor Pursuit, the Honor Pursuit
Mhm.
podcast in person. So I think that'd be great. Um,
I
Super grateful for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brendan. Thank you for having me, and thank you for sharing your audience with me and allowing me to give them these gems. But definitely, definitely, if you guys don't take anything you from us today, please implement some form of system in your business. It's going to save you time, money, and energy. That's just not something people say. It is true. It's definitely true.
All right, guys, this has been the Imperfect Action Show with the Premier VA, Jennifer J, and myself, Brendan Boyd. Tomorrow we got episode 68. Man, we getting extremely close
We're
to 100
getting it in.
episodes. Getting
Getting it
extremely close to
in.
100 episodes. I'm gonna need that workflow. Jen, text Imperfect Action too, and then.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right,
I
guys,
got
we
you,
will
Brandon.
definitely. All right, guys, we will see you tomorrow. Peace.